everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. We are back. I'm pressing buttons I shouldn't. And last episode, we set up this guy, which is an ore laser drill. He has within him, an all the modium pickaxe, which is the only one we can afford. But more importantly, most importantly, we have tier 4 upgrades or add-ons. These things are pretty good. They make the thing go faster. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The purpose is to get all the modium. We have none. We're out. We're all out. There's a few things we can do this episode, which is awesome. But ideally, we want at least a little bit of all the modium. So we've got laser drills. They do their thing. Ideally, we want upgrades. So I think we just keep trying to do this. We obviously want tier 4 upgrades. So I'll try to make one. And then I'll try to make one. Pink slime the issue. It's claiming netherite dust is the issue. Netherite dust, no way, that's the issue. But pink slime is the issue. So we can go up. We can time in a bottle something to get that. That should be fine. That guy should be on its way. Netherite. We do have the scrap. We just haven't automated. No, we do have the ingots. Oh, we're missing the gold. Really? We're missing the gold. Hold on a second. Really? Gold. Ah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that isn't much gold. Where were we getting gold from that I thought that we... from our mob spawner, and I guess the mob spawner's just been off, right? That's the kicker there, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, well, whatever. All right, does this guy go in here? Nope, but he'll go in there. And that guy's faster. All right, cool. But yeah, so in the perfect world, this guy should be getting us all the modium. He should. Now, my thought process is once I get at least one all the modium, we attempt to make this thing, the ore site, which needs an all the modium ore, and we go into the mining dimension, which we probably can't actually go in there because we need a teleport pad, which needs all the modium. Like, I don't know if we have any, so we might need 2, which is unfortunate. Now, on the other hand, I could simply look and potentially find some. That's always an option. But I mean, it also seems kind of pointless. Like we've got a machine that should just magically get some. Like, oh, look, if I see something that looks like gold, we'll look at it. We'll make sure that it is gold. Because it could be all the modium. Hey, there we go. All right, cool. So this guy here has Fortune 5. So I will do this. And we'll only get 1 ingot. Or 1 all the modium. Okay. See, but now my problem is that yeah, it's fine. Look, deep down I wanted to leave some, just in the off chance that someone else plays. See, that one dropped 5! Okay. Just on the off chance that someone else, like, hopped on the server and, I don't know, they came across here and they just needed 1 ingot. That's all they wanted. But that's fine. Okay, cool. What does that mean for us? That means that we would like to go home. Like so. Very nice. Okay. One of these needs to be processed. Ideally, we get as much as we can from it. So, do we do that? Probably not. I think we want to do one of these things where we, see, but they need so many. Purification chamber would give us 2. And then that would give us 2. And then that would give us 4, which would give us 3. Huh? Okay. I'll be honest. I think my takeaway from all that is that we just do this, and it's, it's pretty good. All right, so we'll chuck that in. That'll smell. Oh, we apparently got some steel. Interesting. That's fine. But we have this ingot. Now, okay. Word on the street, we already had a teleport pad. Between you and me, we already had one. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. We have 5 ores. We would like this, which needs a pestle. It needs, I'll just bookmark the thing. It needs ender powder, which needs mortar, which needs nebulous. Look, listen, we will automate Enderman very soon. Guys, I promise. It's on its way. We need, did I not just make enderpearl? Did I not just give life to enderpearl? What is using enderpearl? What recipe do we have that just keeps eating the enderpearls the second we get them? Right? Like we just got enderpearl. And then instantly it was like, nah, go on. Are we doing a request here? Do one of these need enderpearl? I didn't even want to click that. What was that? That was a Certus quartz. Man. Certus quartz. Normal Certus quartz crystal. And, I mean, we've got like 5,000 of it. So did I have it requesting like 5,000 of it? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to just assume that I did. Because we've got 5,000 of it. Okay. Now, Enderpearl. No, not you. Oh, well, maybe you, but not you. Well, maybe you. Yeah, what can I do with you? Hold on. You can become Enderpearl, but with quite a decent amount of effort, to be honest. Chorus fruit, you can get from some machines. I'm just seeing if there's any way to get Enderpearls from like a chorus fruit, but do I really just have to set up an Enderman farm? Like, I'd rather not. Just because I'd rather not. Dragon's Eye? I mean, we could look into that. You know, that looks like a possible way. Blah. Enderman, Twilight Lich. Gives a decent amount. Okay. Interesting. A ritual. We don't want to do that. I mean, hey, listen. I like me some bees. I must say. I do like me some bees. Alright, how do you get Dragon's Eye? Dragon's Eye. Spell component. Dragon's Eye. Roots Classic. If I right click it, there's a thingy thing here that just says that. Whatever. It doesn't... Whatever. How do we get the bee? Do we already have the bee? Surely we have the bee. Do we not have the bee? We totally have the bee. Alright, hold on. Nothing's working. I pressed the button. Okay, cool. I'll be back. Dog bark. Okay. What I was going to say, if I can stop lagging, is in here. Do I have sound? No, why do I not have sound? Sound. Okay, cool. We have B. We have B that should be doing stuff. Have I at some point unchunkloaded? No. You should still be doing stuff then, pal. He's got a simulator, draconic bee. No, these are draconic bees. They're not ender bees. They're different. Right? So okay. Let's go home. We really don't have an ender bee? We do. Ender bee. Am I crazy? Why do I feel... Why do we not have an ender bee? Who are you? Not you. Who are you? Not you. Okay. And then who is you? Where's Enderby? Are you Enderby? You're Enderby. And what do? You do chorus plant. You do chorus flower? I did it? Chorus plant. Chorus plant. Oh, but it does have the tag for the other thing. Cool, sure. So, in other words, that's full. This not full. This gets chorus flower. We get B. We search treat. Nope, we search at productive. I thought we had an extra gene laying around. Right? No? False? What's happening up here? If it is happening, it's happening up here. Like a high productivity, but like a very high. Which is really difficult. How are none of these... All of these should be mixing, shouldn't they? What? Why does it say lever? Oh. Okay, sure. Sure, pal. Shouldn't all these be mixing? Right? Like, they should be combining? This guy's doing his thing. Is that going faster or slower? Either way, it's not working. Oh, now it's working. I hate this thing. I think what I hate about it is, at least from my eyes, it looks like it should be so simple to make this so much better. Look, I get that it's not, because otherwise it would be, but like, it's so sure that no one else has done it either. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of other mods that get like a little add-on, like extra ones, where they just fix the indexer. And we've just got this. It's just this thing. The gene indexer. Am I the only... When collecting you can combine them in a crafting table to add them together, or place them in a gene indexer to auto-combine. But it's so messy. It's just like... Gah. Is crafting it together just the play? Maybe that's just what everyone does. Alright, cool. Let's grab this cage. So this Enderby is just a little normal guy doing normal things. He's now very high productivity. Beautiful. We're going to chuck him in here. And then with our time wand. Before we do that, I wouldn't mind getting blocks, you know? And I think we can do that relatively easily over here. So this guy has my sword. Do we have mending left on anything? Hashtag mending, $sign mending. No mending. Were we able to make mending? We were, right? Yeah, it was this recipe. Okay. Can we just do that again? Surely. I need. Oh god. Okay, that's all doable. That's all totally doable. In fact, I'm surprised we haven't automated it. We'll automate it. Sword. So like we have this guy from Everything is Copper. Exposed copper sword. Hold on. What was the... Am I crazy? Wasn't there a weathered copper sword or something? That we either had or that I saw? I swear there was even a comment about it. There's a copper sword. And then I swear there was like a weathered sword and it did like a ridiculous amount of damage. Where did I see that? I swear it was called weathered copper. Sword copper. But we've only got this guy. Exposed copper. Am I crazy? Listen, guys, I might be crazy. I might just be a little bit crazy. That's fine. What we're gonna do... Wow, what's this? Soulbound. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. So this guy's indestructible, so he's ideal to have. He's also really good at doing damage, so double win. We just need this stuff to do it. So like we've got this diamond sword. We'll do the rest of the stuff, so we'll order a netherite ingot. That should be easily done. We'll get the smithing template, which is this guy here. We'll grab one of the all-the-modium ones. We'll grab an all-the-modium ingot, and we'll do all that stuff. I'll probably enchant the guy. We've got the levels. We might as well, just to, you know, get him to go a bit better. So boom, pow, boom. Netherite sword. Oh. Boom, pow, boom. All-the-modium sword. We've got our little sword back if we want it. It's good because it has looting. It's not the greatest looting, so we'll just put it away. Do we have a sword in here, maybe? Potentially? No. I mean, it might be there. I didn't see it, though. Alright, cool. This guy goes in here. Sure, you can have level 60. Smite, looting. It's even got capturing. Capturing is great. That'll potentially drop spawn eggs. I mean, hey, that's pretty good. If we get a wither spawn egg, I will take that. And he's indestructible. So in the perfect world, this guy works, and we just need to top this guy up. Now, if this works flawlessly, then arguably we can automate this entirely. But for now, we'll just continue doing it manually. So currently there's soul sand in only one of those, so we'll just, might as well just top them both up. And then we want wither skulls. So we'll make sure you're topped up, make sure you're topped up, and then chuck in that. As you can see, somewhat decent that we've got going on. They shouldn't make noises, which should be nice for our ears. Okay. They make noises. Why do they make noises? I thought it was explosion. I guess it wasn't too loud. But yeah, so they should be getting absolutely obliterated, which as we can see they are. They should be dying, which as you can see they are. And we should be getting a few things. One is maybe maybe a wither spawn egg, if that's even possible. It's probably not. But you know, a man can dream. Cool. Dead. But we should also have nether stars. There we go. Now, I do actually have quite a question that likely does exist. Do we have like the gems? We do. So these are apotheosis, and there is a specific one that is absolutely busted. It is called loot, or it's called pinata, if I'm really gonna go for it. And I'm just trying to see if there's a way to search for if we have it. It doesn't look like it. Pinata? Pinata. Pinata. How do you spell pinata? Hold on, give me a second. Okay. I'm back. I didn't look up how it is. We'll just search loot. I mean, this shows so many things, right? What would I actually be looking for? Oh god, there's a lot of things. At a poth and then loot. Does this give us anything? No. Pinata? No. $sign pin? What's this got? Superior scrapping. Extract half the enchantments from an item, destroy the item in the process. Interesting. Okay. What do we have here? Treasure goblin. Summon a treasure goblin. Okay. Interesting. Are these all treasure goblin ones? Yeah, these are all treasure goblins. I don't know what a treasure goblin is, but we can do it. Okay. I should really just learn how to spell pinata. Loot. I mean, what do we have? Killing an enemy with cold damage increases loot drops by 225. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let me just... I'll just look up what a bloody pinata is. Alright, I managed to get the symbol off of Google, and you'll be happy to know that I found nothing. But I'm pretty sure I see people talking about it, so it might exist. Essentially, it's like a small chance, but you get a crazy amount of loot. So like if you killed a wither and that triggered, you might get like, I don't know, 30 nether stars. Just you know, you get a ridiculous amount. I can't find that. I looked. In order to get that stuff, you can make like Apotheosis has a few different blocks, which are like these things to reforge and whatnot. And so there's a chance to get the good stuff, essentially. Oh, look at that. There's so many different things here. I'm really surprised that I didn't find it. Sorry, I'm getting very distracted reading them all. +2 levels to fortune with that gem. You can do like a ritual for it or something. But otherwise, you can get it from like loot drops, or you can just get it from, I guess, from getting lucky. Now, if you were to search like sword or something, I'm pretty sure there's a chance for like the armor you get to be fancy, right? To be apotheosed, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. $ armor. Do we have any that sort of says that it's kind of doing that? We don't. But in my mind, that's a thing, which is awesome. Alright, well, hey. Either way, we realistically got what we want. Now, I want a block upgrade, which is this guy here. It is going to cost a productivity beta upgrade, which is going to cost 4 productivity alpha upgrades, which is going to need honey blocks. And I didn't bookmark any of them. Productivity alpha, beta, block. Cool. And then we want honey blocks. We want these. I want 100, sure. Quick and easy. We love to see it. Okay. Now we want at least 4 of these. Ideally... Oh. What's that we're missing? The base. That should be emeralds. How do we not have emeralds? Well... What's happening here? You have nothing. You are meant to get rotten flesh. The spawn has been off, I guess. Okay. Is that fine? I don't think it's fine. Hold on. You off? Run with redstone. So he's off. This is running. Okay. So we should be getting rotten flesh. More importantly, it should be going into here. Yeah, and we should be getting emeralds, which currently are being turned into diamonds. Although it's meant to go in here, but this has a log in it. There we go. Oh, and this is the dimensional chest. Okay. Wait, so that dim chest, oh god, it's just, you uncover an issue. So that's this guy here, because this guy's not fast enough. He is extended. The way these work, I've been told, is they sort of, the longer they're running, the faster they get. So I think if we are able to chuck in some acceleration cards, then it should be able to handle it as well. So it's faster, and then it should, arguably gets even faster. So something, but all I know is that looks like it's working, which is awesome. What I will say that I want to do, ideally, is to get another drawer, an oak drawer, placed here. Place a pipe here. Set this guy to extract. Do you reckon we have them on us, the little cards? No, of course not. Do at functional. Grab our little locking. Remove that. Add that. No. Okay, that's fine. Chuck that. Lock that. Take out of that. Remove that. And do that. These guys by default are nearest first. So if I get pipe upgrades, I don't know. Get 2 of these. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's nothing in your recipe that is that difficult to make. I can almost guarantee it. He's not even here. He's not. 2, please. What? What about 10? Bring me 10. It can't do it. What is it? Where are they possibly getting stored that I can't access them? Because that's what that means, right? It means that they're getting crafted and then they're going somewhere for whatever reason. And I don't have the ability to look at it. Is the system full? Is that what they're telling me? That is what they're telling me. Okay. Cool. Arguably, that is fine. So what we want to do, there's a few things. What are you? Are you a storage? You are a storage bus. Cool. So, what are you set to? You're set to 100. You're set to cool. What I'm going to do is... let's go redstone card. Let's see if we can make some of these. Listen. Everything will be okay. But we're not going to be able to because the thing's doing the thing. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. Let's open this. Okay. This is currently everything that is in the Applied Energistics system that isn't in drawers, or at least isn't being prioritized to go in drawers, or the drawers are full and don't have void upgrades, etc., etc. Like, this guy doesn't have void upgrade. Neither does this guy. That's a problem. So, we'll grab out these void upgrades, and we will make sure that they have them, so that they can fill up. This guy doesn't. He should. Ideally, he should never be full, but if he ever is, he should be voiding the extras. Cool. They all look full. Most of these, if not all, should be full as well. This guy's not full. He is now. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. Next on the list, we look at the top. So like Skulk, we have an incomprehensible amount. So we need to store that away. All of this is normal bricks that we can replace. Arguably, you know what? I think it looks better to keep that there, so I think we should put these somewhere else. I don't know where, but I kind of don't want them. Okay. That's doable. We can tidy up outside, that's fine. Pow. Awesome. Yep. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to be able to put away, like... Oh, well, actually... oh, well, it kind of went well. Okay. Draw, please. There we go. So, pow. You'll be Skulk, and you will void. We can search upgrade, and we can grab out some copper ones to make some work. Stone and whatnot. Now, they are fine. They're fine because they're currently in... their own little area. Same with the andesite and cobblestone. We've got their own drawers already that we know of. Things like this, like the cabbage and whatnot, that should be going in here, but this guy wasn't void upgrading. So that actually makes sense, I guess. So what we can do is we can at least chuck in one upgrade there. That'll make him a bit bigger. This guy, what do we have? We've got a decent amount, so I'll put him to 1 mil. That should be fine. Netherite scrap, we have a decent amount of that, so we'll chuck that in there. Same sort of thing, chuck those in, void upgrade. Chickens? Where? Chickens? Why do we have so many chickens? Did we do a chicken thing? Where do we get all the chickens from? Oh, look, I'm not certain. But we do have them. Sure. Well, yeah. We'll take chickens out. Why do we, yeah, okay. Cool. So what we'll do is, of course, we will lock these. We will at functional grab out this guy to link them. So we'll link them as well. Oh, they're out of range. I see. On a scale of 1 to that's a problem, what do we think? Functional controller radius. Okay, so this guy can actually accept upgrades, is the word on the street. Let's see. Right click while crouching. Oh, cool. Range. So like if I chuck this in, it would increase radius by 2. So ideally, we do want the best in the biz. But the easiest to make at the moment is this. Wow. Can we order one at least? No. Oh, because we've got nothing hooked up. Okay. Sure. What do you need? 2 and 3. Whatever. 1, 2. Can we do that now? I know it's not on the system, but am I crazy? Am I crazy guy at the moment? Crazy guy. Gold upgrade needs another gold. But I've got that on me. What? Oh, 3. Sure. Okay. We make it gold. How do we... They're trolling me. They are trolling me. How do we not have the ability to make chests? We don't have logs because logs are here. Okay. 2 chests. Come on. You're telling me you can only... Okay. We only had room for 1. Sure. So this there... Open... What? No. Okay. You there. You there. You... You there. You there. Range increased. Cool. So now we can link these. Currently, they will do nothing at all. So what we actually need to do is get an export bus. I did not type anything there. You saw nothing, believe it or not. We will hook these back up. So that will get hooked up. That doesn't need to be hooked up yet. We can, well, I suppose it doesn't matter if it is. But ideally, we make an export bus and bingo bango it. Why did that? It said complete, but I guess there's still no room for it. Okay. All right, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Why are you going there? That's so annoying. I'd rather you just not go into there, you know? All right. Is there a setting for that? Hold on. No. Maybe, but no. Okay. Everyone freeze. Let's get... Isn't there a, what do they call it? The thing. And you can put the things in the thing and they export them into the thing. You know what I mean? The problem is like, okay, and what is it? It's a block from applied Energistics. So we go here. Spatial IO. No, it's not spatial. It's not an ME interface. What is it? What's this? It might be this, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's hold G. Rapidly fill our empty storage cells. Perfect. Exactly what we want. So we'll grab some of you, which it'll totally be able to make. We want some ME drives, so we'll grab some of you. Nice. That's great. We don't actually have... Okay, can I just... We need quartz fiber? Cool. I'll just manually make it. Boom, boom. Cool. Yep, you go there. Okay. Drives. 1 drive. Uh-oh. What are the chances it's able to do that? I feel like slim to none. Man! If I take that out, is it able to? No. Does that mean it's... Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and you can go there. Cool. Hold on. You go there. Nice. We've got 2 of these. And then we make an ME IO port. Nice. This guy's using 7 of 8. If I chuck this guy here, it's now using 8 of 8. Ta-da. And we want... What's this do? Transfer data to network. Perfect. So, for example, we take this out. We put this in. And as you can see, the items vanish. So then we go acceleration. We take these out. We chuck these in. Now it's even faster. And so it'll take out everything that it can, essentially. And so we can chuck that in. Now, oh, the kicker that I'm meant to do to stop it from messing up is increase the priority here. So it'll insert into this stuff at maximum priority, meaning that something like Skulk should fill up. Beautiful. Right? You guys following? Maybe? And so like we chuck this one in and it will empty all the Skulk into the system. So that was about 90k going in. And there we go, 190 in there. Perfect. Okay. And then there's still stuff left over, and that's perfectly fine. That's ideally what we want. At least a little bit. So next, we can try to clean our inventory, now that we have a storage system again. Okay. Nice. And then I think what we do is we just grab all of this and just chuck it all in there. And grab all of this. The fluid cell can stay there. The rest of this is all item, right? Yeah, so the item stuff won't stay in there. Well, this guy can go there and get... Well, I kind of want fresh ones. You know what I mean? Like, I want completely brand new one to fill up. And I want to just, like, transition each of them. Does that somehow make sense? I don't actually know if it will make it. Well, it claims it will. You know what? I believe it. I believe that it will. We clearly have to request more gravel and sand or something. Because it is a... Oh, you know what? The sand and gravel's probably in these cells. So, look, we can cut it an ever so slight amount of slack. Okay. Well, sure. Sure? Yeah, sure. That go there. I mean, like... Oh, we didn't make one for echo shards, right? Okay. Echo shards. So if I put you there, now I've got... I'm opening things I shouldn't. Now I've got echo shard, drawer. Don't even have drawers. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. You win. Let me just let me... One drawer, please. What is this? No CPU? Okay. Is it clear? Yeah, guys. What even is this episode? I had dreams when I started today. I had... Where did it go? Give me what I want. Alright, we've got an empty cell at least. It filled up instantly. Is that because there's still stuff in here? This is pathetic. This... Just give this. Thank you. Listen, I'm sorry I had to be this way. Void upgrade, one of those, please. I'll grab one, but realistically we want a few. And then upgrades. Yep. I don't need many of these. Just a couple to live my life. Cheers. Alright, splendid. You're gonna go there. We definitely don't have one? Alrighty. You're gonna go there. You're going to be locked. You're gonna be that. You're going to be sping spong spong. And you're gonna be linked. Cool. Okay. Now, we try this again. But this time it works, right? We try this again. Okay, we have everything. We don't have a... Well, one of these should be empty, right? Maybe? No. No. This is an FE storage cell as well. That can stay in there. I feel like I'm losing my mind. How is... Can I... Okay. Okay. Okay, everyone relax. We have an empty one. Okay? So the idea is I put the empty one in there. And then I chuck in one of these. Ideally, the one with the least amount of types, I guess, which isn't really many. I guess it's this one. And then we get an empty one. Cool. So then I think what I do is we cycle through all of these. So we chuck them all in and it tries. Then we take them all out and we try the rest of them. And as you can see, it tries on a few of them. I think we want to like, do this. What's that? 5. So I think I want to do that. We take all these back. We put these in. And so now out of all of them, this one has as much stuff as it can. So it's used 63 types, but it hasn't used all the bytes. Meaning, if any feathers exist, they don't exist in any of these storage cells. Eh? See what I mean? So then, cool, that's the maximum amount of types. We then chuck in our next one of bytes, and we sort of just do the same thing. So we chuck in these. We make sure that none are moving. Cool. We take them out. We chuck in these. Same sort of thing, just sort of make sure that it looks to be done. Cool. And we chuck in these. Okay. So now this one is max types. And again, it's not using all the bytes, meaning there's no plastic in any of these ones. And so I am going to attempt to rinse and repeat that. We've got some empty cells in here, which is great. So chuck in new empty cell. I'm going to do that for the rest of these. This isn't perfect. Ideally, we just make more cells and it's not a problem, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh, you know what makes far more sense? Hold on. Let me just chuck all this in real quick. Yeah, that's fine. It is to just get another IO drive. Right? Because then, yeah. Because then I don't have to worry about anything. We can just keep them all in here. Well, no, I might need another one as well. But that's the play, yeah? I think, yeah, we're all in agreement. Yeah, we're all in agreement. Boom, 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 pow. Cool. Yeah. Sure. Well. I don't really... That's 8 of 8. Everything's online. Sure. So what I'm thinking is that we simply just keep this stuff in here. And then as we add stuff in here, it should be perfect. So now we search cell. We take out these. And so like I place this here. Yeah. And that's perfect. And then, well, what are we doing for priority? Priority, realistically, I want this to be like 100. And then I want this one to be 99 and so on. So it'll try to fill up this, then it'll fill up this, right? And then, so these are all empty ones. Any more empty? Cool. So we chuck in this one. We chuck in this one. Chuck in this one. Cool. Do we have any more empties? Nice. Nice. We'll see if we end up like with how much extra at the end. At some point we had 7 extras. I don't know if I ordered 7 extras, but we had 7 extras. That's the extent of my knowledge. And at the very least, we'll turn some of these. Oh, that one's empty. Cool. That's everything. So, including that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still have the 7 ME item storage cells, sure. But I guess we've also got 2 1Ks. Or at least that's what I'm going to pretend happened there. Turn those into things. Cool. Sure. Sure. Well, yeah, we'll pretend that what just happened is perfectly fine. Awesome. Is everyone... Yeah, cool. Okay. So the main thing I wanted to do before I was so rudely interrupted was to set up this guy to work a little bit better. So we go pipe, and we've got a bunch of them now, which is great. But ideally we do this and we set this to round robin for both of these. And so this guy should still be full of rotten flesh. These guys are still doing their thing. But it should cycle, and it'll only pull emeralds out of this to fuel that. And every second emerald will go in here. So we actually have emeralds within the system. Now, I say within the system, and yet they're clearly not hooked up, so perhaps we should do that real quick. I can't spell. Storage bus. Cool. I'll grab that. Power and power. Awesome. We will partition it to say, hey, this stuff's in here. And we'll say, sure. There you go. Cool. So now we have emeralds in the system. That allows us to do that thing that we were doing that everyone remembers, right? You guys remember? What was it? It was this, the upgrade bases. Yeah, cool. So let's get a couple of those. Let's search at productive and then search upgrade. Okay. So I need 2 more of these. That gives us 8 of those, sorry. We then want those to turn into, productivity betas, which are already pretty decent. But then we're going to turn them into blocks. Changes the productivity into honeycombs. Yeah, cool. So we get 2 of those. What we get? What are we missing? We're missing wax block, easily done. We're missing item frame, also easily done. Not a problem, but we didn't have it. Alrighty. So this, what it does is it'll change our outputs from these hives from being combs to being comb blocks. And we'll sacrifice a productivity upgrade for that. So then a few things come of this. First off, let's speed this up. Let's speed this up. As you can see, combs. As you can see, pipe upgrade needed if we're going to keep buffooning around like this. Pow. There we go. Cool. Combs. Love it. The part that we need to remember is to make sure that we're using combs within the system now. Because like the slimy stuff, for example, pink slimy comb, that's now comb block. So comb and then pink. And we actually want it to be this. And we can say 4. What's this? Plastic. Same thing. Plastic comb. Pow. I mean, look, we can do a stack if we. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Pink comb. It doesn't really matter. Pow. All right. In the perfect world as well, this guy gets a pipe upgrade. Oh. Pipe upgrade. I do prefer just using the diamond ones. Cool. This guy has 2 speedier upgrades. We definitely want to give him more. So we'll go in here, press U, pow, that, and that. Awesome. So here's the current speed he runs at. Here is the new speed. Pretty good. I'll be honest, it kind of looks like he's filling up on that stuff. Oh, because this guy doesn't have an upgrade. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Cool. So now he stays empty. He's heated. He's doing stuff. Cool. Now, centrifuge. We have the heated. Is there a level up from this? No. Heated. That's it. I mean, at least from what I'm seeing here. Speed, speedier, filter. Interesting. Cool. Awesome. So if I wanted to, what I could probably do is, I'll be honest, the timeline is so crazy because it's just OP. There's no downside to it. Do we have any other comb blocks that we want to get rid of now? Ender comb blocks we want to process. We could probably also process the comb. So in other words, we chuck comb in. So in other words, we put comb in here just for a little bit, and then we replace it with block. Let me set that to that and chuck that in. How crazy is that? Okay, so now, realistically, in fact, let's just get rid of all this. Boop. And boop. Now, ta-da. Ender pearls back on the menu. Which also means, you guessed it, we probably need a spot for them. Now, or we just get better. Look, guys, there's so much to do. I do think that we could also just get really good drives as well. But like none of them are full of bytes. They're all just full of types. Like eventually they will be full of bytes, but then they're not. So there's no point in even getting the better storage cell. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of getting more. Okay. I will order 10 because we can. Okay, awesome. So we have ender pearls. What were the ender pearls for? It was for this stuff. Because, we're going to do recipes and things. So first things first, where do we put that alloy smelter? Is that in here? No. So it must be in... Where would we have put it? Is it just down here? Is it in here? Yeah, here he is. We're going to automate the recipes that we require and desire. All right, so what's happening here? 6 of 8 channels. Beautiful. Now, the primitive alloy smelter. Alloy smelter. Ideally, again, we make something like this. So we order stuff, and we see what we need. So we would need dark steel ingots. We would need iron gears, which we've got. We would need a void chassis, which we also have. The dark steel is made in an alloy smelter with obsidian, coal, and iron. I'm pressing all the obsidian, coal, and iron. Cool. Not you, you. So, bum bum bum, and that'll do it. And bum 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 bum. We have infinite of this stuff, so it's like we can just use it whenever. It's not even like the time in a bottle where we have to be a little bit concerned. It's ridiculous. All right, so we take all this stuff out. Pick this guy up. He's not needed anymore. We now want alloy smelter. We'll get this electric one, which should be good. Now, I will say, for using a time in a wand thing, this thing, sometimes coal's better because I can put coal in there. I can put blocks of coal in there infinitely super fast. With electricity, we don't have much electricity compared to coal, for example. So like, as you speed up, you need to be able to input more and more power and more power. You can't just put a more dense fuel block in there. You know what I mean? It is one thing to consider, but I think we're fine. Okay, so what do we need? We need you to go there. We need you to go there. Middle clicking is just phenomenal, isn't it? Now, we probably could do with a pattern encoding terminal over there, but it's fine. So I want to automate these. So we want that recipe, pow. We want this recipe. And we want this recipe, please. There we go. So one of you is crafting. And one of you is these. And this guy needs to be told what to do. I only want him to alloy. I want him to push and pull. We do that by right-clicking the bottom. And I think that's just it. Now, in order for him to get power, he needs a capacitor. And this guy needs an induction thingy. So we can grab an induction thingy. And then if we search capacitor, we actually have some. When you go looting, you find this stuff. And they just have random perks to them. So you can also make capacitors. So for example, there's a base one with a base modifier of 1. A double layer, which does 2. There's an octadic one that does 3. And they like cost stuff to make and whatnot. But you can loot them. So like these base modifiers are like 2.6, 2.4. Just their base modifier. So that's already better than this double layer one, which is pretty good. And then they also have other stuff. So one has burning energy generation modifier. So I guess it's good to put it in like a furnace or something, right? Not a furnace, but like a combustion engine. You know what I mean? Something that makes electricity. And this thing here, energy capacity modifier, I guess will just store more power. So we kind of don't care about either. To be honest. So we'll grab this one that just has a better base modifier, chuck him in there. In the perfect world, this guy would fill him up. If I put the card in. There we go. There you go. How cool is that? So he'll fill up. He can now do recipes. We can search experience rod. And we can just say, can I get 10? And there we go. And it smelts pretty fast without me time wanding it. I want to call it a time in a wand. Which I mean, like, you know, it is. It's a time in a wand. But yeah, I mean, that's all working perfectly. There's an on thing. Tells you it's on, I guess. The UI does look different, I think, since last time I saw it. Cool. So yeah, we've got rods. Now this book and quill. Lappy Luduli. And we do actually have a lapis B, which we might have to use at some point. Okay. So, what do I need now? I need the magic thing. The magic thing is this guy here. We've already got some lapis in there. We want to do pow. And we get mending. Awesome. Cool. Just because... Why just because? Guys, I was gonna put mending on the sword, and then we just decided to make an Aldemonium sword, right? That's what just happened then? Are we all in agreement that that's just what took place? Brilliant. Glad to know we're all on the same page. Alright, let's check Aldemonium. We still have 5. Okay. So our drill has not gotten us any yet. On the plus side, we should have a lot more pink slime, because we time in a bottle, and now we've got combs as well. So in terms of like tier 4, we should be able to get a bunch of these. What I'll do as well is in the requester, we'll pump this guy up full of tier 4 upgrades. So like we'll drag this in there. We'll drag this in there. Why don't they do it? Why can't I drag stuff? Netherite. Oh, God. Netherite, and then we just don't have gold as well? I mean, we've got a lot of blocks to do. To be fair, we do actually have a lot of gold. Have I put an upgrade in this guy? Yeah, so he can store a lot more. That guy can... Yeah, we do have a lot more of everything else. To be fair. Except for diamonds. Diamonds are pretty low as well. Okay. Cool. Okay. Netherite, power, and then so like if I want 100, I can do that. Maybe we should look at if there's a better recipe. I think that's probably the play. I don't want to do that stuff. Don't want to do that stuff. Realistically, we don't want to do that stuff. We could do this stuff. Molten netherite. Let's see. Mixing 4 millibuckets. 4 millibuckets gives us 1 millibucket. Yeah, 4 for 1. Still not worth it. Let's go here. What else have we got? That's pretty much it. Why is that pretty much it? Okay. Netherite dust. Cool. 4 and then gold. We'll give you 1. Okay. Cool. This is useless. Really? Netherite scrap dust? That'd be with the crusher. That's something. Why is there no better recipe for it? I feel like I recall there being one in the past, but alas, here we are. 1 scrap gives 1 millibucket, which is worth 1 scrap. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. That just means that what we were doing was correct. Now, how are we getting the netherite dust? Huh. Was it just this? I think it was just this, right? Pow. Right? And then if I want tier 4, I want this. I want this. What? No crafting CPUs available. Interesting. I know it just freed up, but that is, it is something to address as well. Okay. So then I come up here. We search crafting. And we don't even have those automated. Okay. Look, this episode has been a mess, to say the least. I don't like that it's showing all of them as yellow. You know what I mean? That's fine. Yeah, this is a mess, is essentially what I wanted to say. We need this automated. We're just going to brute force the rest of this episode and make sure something happens. And then we're going to get... we can do the 16Ks, since we already got those automated quite easily. Cool. Awesome. We'll chuck that stuff in there. I'll go 10 of you, which should be easy. And we'll go 10 of you, which isn't easy because we don't have crafting CPUs, but that's what we're solving. So, should be easy. Should be perfectly easy. Okay, I'll just get 1. 1 for now, just so I can make what we need. Where are they even crafting stuff? Are they slicing stuff up here? Oh. Riddle me this, Batman. What? Is that because this guy is... Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that either. Yeah. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, let's... Cool. On the plus side, that should be this stuff done. That's that done. And that's at least this done. So we can make a little computer up here. So I should... That's that guy. Awesome. I should be able to go... Oh, do I not have more? Okay. Dense. Smart cable, 10 of you. I should order a crazy amount, but once again, I just want a little bit for now. Come on. Boom, boom. Cool. And so you're there. So I will do like that. That should be good. And then we'll search crafting. Click here and 9. I don't think we need 9. We probably need like, if we're doing 1 per 2 and we go to 5, but then I've already placed 1, so we just need 4. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, bruv? That should be fine. That should craft. In the meantime, grab this to do that. To do that. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. To do that. And that should work. So grab you. Pow. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Pow, pow, pow. Awesome. That's all hooked up using 5 channels. We have some pretty beefy computers there, which is great. That should help things run. What were we attempting to make? It was something. What were we attempting? We're trying to play the game. Netherite stuff. Yeah. That's going to be a recipe as well that we need. Let's search netherite dust. Grab this. I'll probably just do this recipe. Easy enough to do. We can chuck it in there. It's smart enough to use hammers. So that's that automated. That's that automated. What's the netherite for? It's for the tier 4s. Cool. So you. That's what we're trying to make. And you. Cool. So then we will come back up here. How many spaces? Plenty. We will take you out. And so you will go there. Now, what is the slow part of this process? It is the dissolution chamber. Can we... Well, I'll place the rest of these first. But I want to make sure that we actually have fully upgraded that thing. What's this? Locked request in... I don't even know what I'm looking at, though. Okay. It does look different. It's a different thing. And then this one looks different as well. Cool. So they're hooked up. I can chuck them in here. And this guy should be happy. I definitely want more. And we will change more. Just not yet. I just want to double check the dissolution chamber. Here. I mean, it does have the upgrades, right? It's doing pretty well, to be honest. Okay. The only other thing would just be like, just while we order the stuff, you know? So if I go in here and I order 10, we don't have basalt? Blah. Alright, blue ice. How difficult is that to make? Blue ice needs packed ice, needs ice, needs something, anything. Freezer. I don't want to... Oh, you get a frosty cone bee. What a nightmare. Blue ice would give us ice, and then we can use the ice to make the ice. So if I get blue ice, we then get unlimited ice. But chances are if I find blue ice, then we've just got infinite blue ice anyway. What I was thinking is we find it on the map or something. Like we go to a biome with ice or something. I know there's other ways to get blue ice. It's just like, it's such a thing, right? Like packed ice. We can get from ice. Ice. We just need ice. Okay, we just need ice. Sure. Sure. Right? So, this guy has Silk Touch. We grab a nature compass. And I simply search blue. No, we search ice. Ice spikes. We search glacier. Shattered glacier. Let's see this guy. 2,000 that way. This travel isn't the worst travel we've ever experienced, but I will probably jetpack it. Jetpack. On the topic of jetpack, how difficult to upgrade? I think relatively easy. I think from memory we grab like 11 of these, and then we make like 5 batteries, right? I don't really remember. That's not even what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. Trying to do this. Trying to do this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Bookmark that. Bookmark that. We make 1 of these. Awesome. We make 2. No, we actually need... Huh? Yeah. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Furnace. We make 100 actually. And then we make 2 of these. Perfect. So then that gives us Emerald Jetpack. And then, then it goes straight to Oldemodium. Yeah, that ain't happening. Cool. But what we do is we chuck it on. I fall, but not really. And then I just go. Cool. All right, I'll meet you guys there. Oh, I will say one of the beauties of having Distant Horizons on the server and like locally is the traveling, not having stuff pop in. Obviously stuff's popping in now, but like once I go here once and it actually generates, it should be there forever. I'm pretty sure the server should, there's probably some settings like if I pre-gen the world, all this stuff would load even faster. But like that short distance I traveled there, which might not even be in the video, was very satisfying. Now, in terms of night vision, is there something we can easily get? More specifically, obviously artifacts would be the perfect play, but this is what we'll probably get. Night vision for the helmet. Interesting. Let's get some of that. Hold on. I think I'd need to go back to the base anyway to finish doing this, but it is interesting just how far I can... just how much I can potentially build here. I think we automated the machine, so like the entire process here, meaning it should be doable, even when I'm not at the base. yeah, perfect. How cool. So we make that. So we've now made night vision, but the problem is I need the helmet, right, to put night vision on, I'd imagine. Oh, but we just have the stuff. Okay. Yeah, night vision. So I grab this. And then... Oh. And then the helmet's enabled. Okay. Enabled. Keypad 6. Oh, no, you have to, like, put it in the smithing upgrade or something. Yeah, you have to smithing table it. Okay, hold on. I think that's right, yeah? Yeah, look at that. Mind fog. So, I just simply do the thing. Boom, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom. And then I'll tell you what, we'll put it on a stick. That's fine. We can put it on a stick. Boom, boom, boom. So now if I put that on, okay, it's enabled. Activate. Night vision activate. How do I do it? Controls, keybinds, just dire things. Open tool setting UI. Keep at 9. Let's see what it does. Okay. I select it. I right click for settings. Custom binding. Activate if equipped. Activate if equipped. Activate for it. That's pretty cool. Custom binding. Set binding. 3. Okay. Cool. So then if I press 3, night vision enabled. Are my shaders not allowing for night vision? Oh. Riddle me this, Direwolf 20. Why aren't you just using the night vision potion effect? Right? I don't have like the pop-up saying that I have a potion. So it's just like a special... Okay. Alright. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, except for the fact that it doesn't work with my shaders currently. Now, if I were my shaders, which, you know, 5.4, maybe there's a new version, but more importantly, maybe there's a setting in here. Maybe there's a setting in the trillion settings here. Do we have search bars yet? Have we discovered search bar technology? No, not quite. Okay. Alright, I hear you. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll see if there's a new version. Because, you know, it might fix stuff. Alrighty, good news and bad news. The good news is, it's daytime. The bad news is, I'm on the latest shaders. It's just not a thing, I believe. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But that is my understanding. Alright, so this is allegedly the glacier. And we've got snow. I don't really know. I mean, I guess I was expecting ice. Because it was a glacier. Is this ice? Kind of. I'll tell you what, it's giving me not ice vibes, but I get closer and it is ice. Awesome, brilliant. We take those. Okay, so we are going to do shapeless and do that. And we're just going to get some ice. Now, what I should probably do, and what I will do, is swap you back out. And we'll just grab some, right? Just saves us time from doing things later. We can just craft a bunch of blue ice at the moment. And then, you know, work out what we're doing later. Cool. This guy's hooked up. Cool. So that should work. Oh, yep. Oh, cool. Love your work. All right. Ice in the system. Brilliant. Okay. What was the ice for? Am I an old man today? We wanted our basalt. That was it. So we actually want blue ice. So we want a bunch of this, and then we want a bunch of this. And I'm only going to use one for now. I will also grab a bucket of lava. The idea here is that we get our block generator. We make a cool one. Like this guy does 16, this guy does 64. We don't actually need something too crazy. 30, yeah, sure. Make a little diamond one. And that should make us cool stuff. We'll go and put it down with our other friend. Down here into this place. We're using a lot of channels through here, but everything is online. So we're going to just pretend that everything's perfectly fine. And we're going to chuck it. Ugh. I mean, well, ideally we chuck it here. Okay, sure. Cool. For some reason I've decided to put lava on the side that we like dig into, but I guess that's okay. So, how exactly do we want to do this again? If I search basalt, this is what we want. This is the recipe that we're going for. It's either side of the thing. Is that what we're understanding this to be? Block generator. We right click this guy. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is. For some reason, sure. So, you go there. Haha. You empty. You go there, you go there. And then we get basalt. Cool. Awesome. What we will do is we will grab a drawer. Draw. Can we get 100? No. Can we get 10? That's not 10. Can we get 10? Yes. Remind me to fix wood as well. You know what? We could probably do a bee for that. Realistically, that's probably the play. Let's grab a lock. Let's grab a tool. Doesn't have the word lock in it, so it's not even a lock. You'll fill up pretty quick, so we'll do upgrades. Some of these things I wish I could just do, you know? Alright. Power and power. Awesome. This guy gets partitioned. 100. Ta-da! We have basalt. Awesome. So now, if we go back to the tiers, I think one of these need a basalt. And so now we actually can just order like 10 of those. And 10. No, we can't. Well, wow, we need so much. Why do we need so? I feel like I need a whisper because we need so much. Why do we need so much? Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the ancient city. Where our friend is over here. And are we still haven't gotten an Aldermodium. Riddle me this. How do we get it? Have I just been unlucky? Is it actually just a low chance? Max Y, Min 2, Aldermodium pickaxe. Deep dark. Deep dark. Deep dark. F3, deep dark. Biome, deep dark. We're in the deep dark. I suppose I've only got one Aldermodium pickaxe. I believe you can put multiple in. And it increases your accuracy, we'll say. Now, I also saw some of this stuff. Now, this has a weight of 4 in any biome. So it has the same chance, if I'm not mistaken. We witnessed it. Wait. We witnessed it, but wait. That's a public one. We have so much Aldermodium. Oh, awesome. Oh, this is actually great news. This is phenomenal news. Okay. So what we'll do real quick is I'm just going to drop all of this. Let's put that there. I'm just going to drop it all. Now listen, guys. I know there's faster ways to drop it, but I forget. I just always forget. And then very quickly, we're just going to make this Dew stream. There we go. And so now, we actually have Aldermodium. We have so much Aldermodium. Wow, I'm dumb. We have just an incomprehensible, like we're doing pretty good. All right, cool. I no longer feel like we need to ramp everything up like crazy. Tier 4. Cool. I mean, like, look, I will, you know, chuck in what I can to these things, get them sped up. Like even just this one upgrade, it's really good. Boom, boom. They do use a lot of power. They do use a lot of power, as you can sort of see. But that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, probably not where we want to put that. Awesome. So yeah, Aldermodium completely on the menu in terms of do we want an Aldermodium jetpack? Why not? Why not? Do I have /home? No, but I have /spawn. And our base is pretty much at spawn, so I don't know if that's cheesy or not. But I mean, like, look, I was gonna use it. You know. Okay. First things first, how do we feel? I think that we feel okay. I will say that I almost want to do that. Is that going to look better or worse? I think it looks worse than if I were to continue going up. Okay. Just because I feel like we're not doing enough building. not even necessarily for building's sake, but for making our base not look absolutely hideous. Because it really does. Downstairs definitely looks a lot worse than what we've currently got. Oh, wait. Before we do that, we need logs. The building, look, we made progress. Okay? Relax. The episode will probably end up relatively soon. I would love trees. I'm so, like, like, we've got this. Does it work? I mean, I don't even know if we have the steed cart placed down anymore. We have a standard hole. We have there's a cart in here somewhere, methinks. Methinks. And, I mean, I guess it's doing stuff. Or trying to do stuff. Like, do I just have to really just trim all this to try to find it? And I'll be real with you. I feel like I would have seen it by now. I'm not... Have we lost our... No, here it is. Okay. Sure. And so, I get rid of this, and now it wakes up, right? It goes, whoa! Oh, hallelujah. I don't get why this thing is so... Like, hey, smelt it, bro. Like, why are you doing that? Like, do I need to tell it? I can't even tell it to smelt that. Is that not insane? Well, I don't know what a spruce log is, man. Never heard of him. If I take that out, does it keep smelting? 3. 3. The answer is no. What is it? What is this? But if I chuck this in, suddenly it's like, oh yeah, man. I know how to smelt that. That's a log, bro. We've got those. Oh, Steve, I want to play with your carts. It's genuinely, it's my biggest want. I love them. He's trying his hardest. Alright, realistically, we just set up like a bee or something to do it. I think. Or something. I don't even know if that's the play. Alright. Logs. I want oak logs. Now, here's the thing. Wood essence can make every sapling. It can make every log. It can make charcoal with a little bit of coal essence. But like the fact that it can make pretty much any log in the game just by one farmable plant is just crazy. It's so high value. It's a first tier item using just Inferium and logs. It's so good. It's so good that it's annoying. You know, it's like, oh, come on. Surely, like, I don't see a bee being better than that. Like, at all. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. In saying that, I do think we have a lumber bee. Now, for flowering, I think you give it a type of log and it will make more of that log, I think. And it'll just make the log. So let's go lumber. Do we not have a lumber bee? I thought... Did we turn the lumber bee? Did we mutate it? I don't think we can. Like, we made a plastic bee, but I thought we still had the bee left. Oh, you know what? It might be in the breeder. If we're really lucky. Survey says. Yeah, lumber bee. Cool. So. Do I need to make more of these? Okay. Beehive. What are all these weird look? Oak. Ah. Alright, what do I need? Come on, guys. Cut me some slack. I need a beehive. I can do that. I can do advanced oak beehive. I can do expansion oak. Very nice. We can make that happen. Okay. 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 We search simulation. We make a anti-teleportation. And we make an upgrade simulator. Perfect. Okay. I don't know where to put this. It goes up here. Obviously. No, but then I gotta... What am I doing? What am I doing? We're gonna break that. I'll have to do some piping under there. That's okay. We'll do beehive, bee box, simulator, lumber bee, break this, feeding slab, boom, and we'll start off with just oak. We don't have much oak, so if it works, it works, I guess. Chuck this there. Cool. Do your thing. Now, I don't know what it will make. So, let's get speed upgrades. 1, 2, 3. Chuck them in there. And then, let's use that. Cool. I mean, it makes logs. That's pretty good. Now, if I wanted spruce as well, can I just chuck spruce in here and it will do both? Survey says? Currently, no. What if I take out... Oh. What if I take out the oak? Then it will do spruce. Cool. Then if I chuck the oak back in, it goes back to oak. Oh, it actually does do a little bit of both. It looks like it picks and chooses. Brilliant. Cool. So, for now, we'll say awesome. We love that. We will come down here, disconnect this. Cool, everything's still there. That's okay. And then we will actually chuck this here. Again, disconnect that and set that guy up to extract. So he's fine. He's fine. Cool. And I mean, that's just going to get us logs. Which should be great. Productivity alpha. Cool. How many can I make? 3. Before I need an upgrade base. Cool. Cool. Another upgrade base. And we'll make a productivity beta. Boom. If I wanted to upgrade this, I need 4 and a simulator to make it gamma. Cool. But for now, I can just chuck one of these in. Alright, so just changing that from what we remember it looking like before. Let's have a look. Is there a noticeable... Now, stuff is getting taken out. Yeah, I mean, I think it feels faster. Especially considering stuff's getting taken out. Sure. Whatever. Alright, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I mean, it was a little bit messy, I think, but I think we did pretty well. I will say that I think we could probably do glass up here. Yeah. Oh! At framed. Is this available? The intangibility feature is disabled. This item therefore has no function. I still don't know why. I'll have to look that up again. Because then the idea is that we can make any item intangible. But I'm thinking that maybe we just do some of this. I know we can place that blue stuff to go through it, but this looks so much nicer than the blue stuff. Why is it always nighttime? Look, guys, there's so much to do. I feel like I have to justify us not, like, building the Taj Mahal every episode. I really don't, though. Let's go ahead and building gadget. Do we have that on us? Yeah, building gadget. Let's bring back this guy. Spell, spell. Spum, spum, spum. Spim, spam, spum. Very nice. And so then, honestly... Look, I don't know how long this is going to last. This interesting design we've opted for, but I don't necessarily think it looks bad. I think we've done something here. I think we've truly revealed ourselves to be a genius. Nice. We'll leave it half finished. Awesome. Do I have... What are the chances? Really? We don't have any witch hazel slab. Wow. Wowie. Pow. We'll probably turn it all into barrels. Let's be real. There we go. How'd that go? Did that... Oh. Why can't I... Bleeding makes it so I can't fly? Oh, we're out of power. Why? This guy's empty. This guy is a starter player transmitter. And he can't do it anymore. It's because he's filling this guy up, but even still, I mean, that is a problem. Let's upgrade him. I mean, that solves the problem, right? We now have a basic. We will upgrade again. Make some hardened capacitor. Make a pow. Hardened player transmitter. We can make all this blazing stuff, which is great. Pow. Blazing transmitter. Awesome. This guy can do a lot more. I'm going to put him elsewhere for that reason. Where do I want to put him? I mean, he definitely can go somewhere down here. What do we have? We've got... yeah, I guess I can put a gate on him, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll place him here then, and we'll just chuck a gate on him. We'll chuck 2 on. And we'll pretend that does something. We'll chuck in our binding card. I mean, it's better, right? 40k per tick. What does this do? 20k per tick. So, I mean, we've got 2 of them. So, in theory, that's doing 40 per tick. And yeah, this guy will be charged in no time. Is my inventory charged? Oh, it's already... Yeah, cool. So, we can fly again. Very nice. I was going to say, though, is there a way to make these buildings we've made look better, do you think? Part of it definitely is just, like, the ground being all cut up and stuff. That's definitely a problem. But I think even, like, this guy... I think I just need to have him go up. And even if we don't do anything on the next story, the next floor, I think there's benefit to it. My system is dead. I have emptied my entire system, filling up this backpack. It's almost done, so it's like, it's fine, but I guess something to address. Cool. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I don't necessarily remember what I've done specifically, but we've done it. I'll just put him away for now. Can I now open the system? No? Is it that bad? You know, there's a chance it's been draining for a while. And I've only just now noticed. You know what I mean? Like, it's been happening. Okay. Give me a second. This is potentially easily solvable. Let's break that. They'd probably use a lot of power, is my thought. Is my thought. Come on. Come on. Oh, actually, you know what? It's still charging the guy under here. This guy has a big buffer in him. So that's going to take a while to charge. Let's break both of these just for now. Because I can, in theory, again, fix that. Assuming we can get the system back online. Come on. Because we can order more culinary. And we can just, like, make a second one. But that only works if I can turn the system on. Oh, you know what? There we go. All right, culinary. 8 times culinary. Can I get 8 of you? Allegedly, I can. How fast? They should all just be crafting recipes, right? So this should be like, vroom. Yeah, it's just making cakes and stuff. Cool. And then we'll just chuck a shard in the middle. And then we'll double this up. That'll be perfect. And then what we can actually do, I'll show you, is we'll pick this guy up. We'll place him there. We'll pick this guy up. We'll place him there. We can chuck this stuff back in. We can speed him up a bit again. Whatever. We'll get a chest here, which we'll fill up with that stuff. And then we'll get a pipe. We'll probably get a few pipes. We'll chuck in an upgrade. Pow, 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 pow. You won't exist. You will exist. You'll get that. And you will be... It doesn't really matter, but he can be round robin. So he'll get stuff. Awesome. This stuff will be made, as you can see. Beautiful. While that's happening, I guess we can hook this back up. Sure. Ba, 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 ba. And I mean, this should double our power, which is Obviously, very, very good. The only possibility is the fact that this guy can still only do 40k per tick. You know what I mean? Why you don't give me what I want? Huh? You know what? You now take a conduit. Oh, okay. I mean, we can do that too. It was just, I wasn't expecting it. Alright, there you go. And so, this guy is pretty good. But he can only do 40k per tick. So, we probably want at least the next up. Let's search energy cell. We are wanting to make ender cells, but it's more so just making sure we've got the right stuff. Now, apparently I can just make that. Okay, hold on. At power. We don't have it automated though. Let's go in here and let's automate this. And then what's the next here? Emerald. We'll automate that. And then nitro, which would be phenomenal, but definitely not happening. Cool. In the perfect world, we can make some of this. How long would that take? A while. Unless I speed it up. It'll take a while. So what we can do, I guess, is add recipes for stuff, right? So like if I want these gates, it would be that recipe, which would be that recipe, and that recipe. And I mean, that's pretty much it, I guess. We could also do, in order to get these, you need the previous tier, which needs the previous tier, which needs the previous tier. So, if we just get like these recipes as well, you know what I mean? Then in theory, what do we have here? We have starter energizing rods. Okay. All right, let's pick these up. We also have starter cables and a starter ender cell. All of this is just horrific. All right, ender cell. None of that stuff's good. We don't have anything. Can I? Oh god, this is just a disaster after a disaster. Okay, sure. That will go there. Let's cancel this recipe. So once this is, let's just cancel this as well. There's no point. It's gonna take so long. Cancel it. It figured itself out. Okay. Is everyone okay? Everyone remain calm. Let's start off by getting a blazing. Oh my god. Are you guys losing your mind as well? Why do I keep... I keep doing dumb things. For example, blaze rods, recipe, pattern. Boom, done. Guess what? Eye of Ender. We've made it like 50 times today. That can go there. Do we not have an empty spot in any of these? Can I get extended pattern provider? Can we get 2? Just in prep. Just in mental preparation for what is to follow. Let's break you. Let's place you. Shboom boom boom. Shboom. Shboom boom. Cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. So now Eye of Ender, I can just order like 100. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. Now what are we doing? We're searching Ender Cell. And we currently just want Blazing as like a nice little middle ground, I think. Come on. Come on. Done. No. Come on. Mate. It does not take that long. Okay. Cool. So you are now just inherently better. Awesome. We then want rod energizing. And we want at least basic. So let's get 10 of these crafted. We cannot afford 10. Wait, how can we not afford 10? Okay, sure. Chuck these in. Boom. What's this we're missing? Block of quartz. Okay. I just put away my wrench. That's fine. Why can't I make 10? Missing clay, missing iron. Really? Okay. But we can make clay. And then missing iron bars. Okay. Sure. Iron bar. Cool. How can I turn clay into clay? With a crafting recipe. Done. Consider it done. Please. Okay. 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 Energizing rod. Cool. So we then want this to become hardened capacitor. Did I not? Hello? I didn't do hardened capacitors? Okay. Guess what? I have now. So we go hardened in here. We order that stuff. We click here. We say 10 of you, please. We click here. We say 10 of you, please. And it does it, which is awesome. Right? Right, guys? Okay, yeah, it's doing it. Cool. So we get that. We get that. And we go here. We order this. Blazing. And we say 2 more, please. And we chuck them there. And we get this. And we get this. And so these can do 8k each. Cool. Cool. We search cable. And we get blazing cable. Awesome. We'd love to see it. Place that there. Place that there. Sorry, I'm losing my marbles. Cool. And then this guy follows the same path as foreseen, as foretold. And he gets upgraded pretty much all the way as well. Because we can actually make stuff fast. Cool. And so he becomes blazing and he goes there. Awesome. Okay. So then we go here and we order this. But we actually want 4 total. But the point is that we can actually make it pretty fast. We don't want 4 total, we want 6 total. But the first one already ordered 2. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Boom. So then there should be 4 there. Awesome. Then we go you and you and you, please. We say thank you. Pleasure. Doing business. We go pow, we go pow, we go pow. And then we say, some of you, please. And then we say 4 more. And you should be able to make it pretty quickly. Okay. That's a lot quicker than what we were doing before. I know, look, guys. It's a Friday night for me, okay? I'm allowed to play the game. In saying that, we don't have enough power. I'm no longer allowed to play the game. Huh. Okay. This is fine. Well. Okay. End a cell. Well. Yeah. It's fine. We're just gonna do this. Interesting. Oh yeah, the system probably turned off. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. Oh no. You know what? It's fine. If I just keep saying it's fine. Fine is word of the day. There we go. Let's just get out of that troublesome pit we're in. There we go. That makes power. You're blazing. Cool. We want ender cell. We want ender cell spirited. So we're going to order that. We're going to craft that. You're going to be replaced with ender cell spirited. Cool. Cool. We're going to search energy cell. And we're going to get this stuff apparently. Which needs this stuff apparently. This is a crafting recipe situation. Making all these cells. So this needs this. Needs this. Needs this. Needs this. Perfecto. Pow, pow, pow. Go in here. We want the spirited ones. Can I just order 4? How long will that take, do you think? How long will that take? Is this a horrible idea? It'll take a while, is what I'm gathering by what I'm looking at. But I think it's okay. I will say that I think I can replace those with upgraded. Oh no, that's going to cost stuff. You know what? It was kind of going fast enough already, I guess. That's okay. Cool. I don't really remember what we were doing this for. I think we just wanted to upgrade the power situation. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you had some fun. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably have to... Yeah, we clearly still have a bit of a power problem happening here, but... I mean, it's definitely not this being the limiter anymore as well. You know what I mean? Well, 6,000, what's that? 400, yeah, that's... Yeah. Potato. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final13, and Space Troop John. But we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I never, seriously. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. I have no idea what the thumbnail will be, because it was a bit of a mess. We did a bit of everything. Yeah. Alright. Goodbye.